So, and I think this is actually one of the things that is so, so hard about leaving a cult is that everything in your life has been under that framework. So you lose everything at once, and then you have to go try to build something new. And I really describe leaving a cult in 3 steps, which is, your first step is you have to have the crack in the brainwashing and then physically and mentally leave. The second phase takes about a decade usually, and that's you have to deconstruction, right? You have to understand why you were in a cult and what impacts it had on your identity and your personality. And then 3 is what you're talking about, which is moving ahead with no models. And I actually think it's quite important to consciously realize that you're moving ahead with no models, which can be difficult because sometimes you're doing phase 2 and phase 3 at the same time. So to bring this back, it's like I had to establish my own value system. And, sometimes also, by the way, we're kind of trash people in between leaving one value system and establishing your value system. For example, many people come out of cults in which cults usually have justified lying. And so they will do things like go into top secret careers like I did. They'll have affairs. They will just lie to get things, make things work in their lives. And many of us have wondered if we were sociopaths in our younger years. But it really is this just like you don't have a model. And it can be even something like eating. Like I fell into I feel like, cult of intermittent fasting. But literally it was kind of like, okay, the way that the cult taught me to eat was not correct, or it didn't work. The way that the average American eats, I feel like, is also not correct, and it doesn't work for me. And I just kept being like, I want a system. I tried paleo and then whatever, and then when I found intermittent fasting, I was like, oh, this is perfect, right? And actually part of what I need to learn to heal myself is like, you have to build your own system. You have to go figure it out. You have to make decisions that nobody is going to verify is correct for you. But this is also kind of what drives people to cults and to religions. And I think the way you described your sort of religious status, and a lot of people will say that, they will say, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. And I think that that's kind of what people are trying to describe. It's like, I'm not under anyone else's framework, but I still believe in something. I still want to have a relationship with the spiritual world. So